clients and employees every day. And these things are true, they actually happen. So let's look at how egalitarian cultures see some of the behaviors and what is the perception they make. So if someone from an egalitarian culture sees that people don't speak up in meetings, that behavior is perceived as the team's just not interested. I think they're disengaged. If they don't ask questions, then the assumption is, okay, everything is clear. I don't need to do anything more. If the team doesn't share any new ideas or solutions, then the perception is, I think the team just lacks competence. They just follow A, B, C, and D, but they've not shared a single new idea in the last 6 months. Okay, so the judgment being made here is quite severe, that is lacking competence. If someone says often, I'll do my best, I'll try, it should be possible, etc., the indirect language that Sunil was referring to earlier as well, okay, in a very indirect way, trying to soften the blow. But the perception is they said yes. And then if they don't raise any issues or challenges, then the perception is, oh, maybe they were hiding something the whole time, okay? So do you see one behavior and how it can translate into a serious misunderstanding? And then over time, these kind of keep building. They keep building if you don't resolve them. And it leads to a point where two teams cannot work together effectively. Every coin has another side, so let's look at the other side. What do hierarchical cultures actually think about the egalitarian ones? When they see people speaking confidently, interrupting, speaking a lot in meetings, oh my God, so pushy and self-promoting, right? Some people find that cringe even. If someone contacts an SME directly without CCing the boss, someone in a hierarchical culture is probably thinking, oh, I could be in trouble for this. I need to inform my manager straight away. Why have they written to me directly? That's probably the first question coming into that poor person's mind. Okay, when people get straight to the business, okay, like a stand-up review meeting, let's go through the action items. They don't really care about me as a person. I don't feel motivated in this meeting. If there's only critical feedback and there's no appreciation, why did I even bother working so hard? Okay. And you should ask for help or say you don't know. This is feedback that often comes to hierarchical cultures. And the person is actually nervous by this point. They're thinking, my career is finished. Okay. So looking at these examples, you can see how it leads to demotivation of staff, employee frustration on either side, attrition, which is a serious problem, okay? And all of these can be managed better if we find strategies that are culturally sensitive early on. So the million-dollar question, who should adapt to whom, right? There's no easy answer to this. But what we usually say is it's not a one-way street. We cannot always expect one country to adapt to the headquarters culture. It doesn't work like that. Both teams need to recognize that this is important and they need to come up with a way that's mutually agreeable and respectful for both. Okay? So we can't obviously get into the details of it in today's session, and I'm also looking at time. So I just want to leave you with a few pointers here. Egalitarian cultures need to recognize the chain of command in hierarchical cultures. If they don't speak up in meetings, try contacting them one-on-one. Proactively offer support because you know they're going to hesitate to ask. But if you're from a hierarchical culture, then we have to start empowering teams to make decisions. People need to feel that it's okay to speak up and voice agreements. When you need help and support, you need to ask for it, okay? Otherwise, you're going to get left behind. So similar to this, we have plenty of practical recommendations that are rooted